Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing my September TBR. So for the month of September, I'm going to be choosing about five-ish books just because I do have some side jobs coming up that are going to keep me busy throughout this month. So I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I'm allowing myself to choose some books that are faster reads, so I feel like that will help. And I'm also excited because this month I'm going to be doing a Once Upon a Book box, and this one is for, I believe it's a thriller book. I'm pretty sure it is. It looks like a thriller book. So I'm going to show you guys in a second, but I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to do like a Once Upon a Book Club book box vlog video for you guys. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. Okay, anyways, I'm going to start by choosing from the TBR jar because I haven't done this in forever. So yeah, these books have been getting neglected and it's time I choose one. So let's see what it is. Okay. And it is... Ooh! So that's kind of funny. I actually got two graphic novels. This isn't even one of my blog books. This is one of the freebies I threw in here so that I could choose two graphic novels. So I guess I'm going to have to choose those. And yeah, that's pretty easy reading. So I will do that now. Okay, so I grabbed some graphic novels off the shelves. And one of them I didn't even think of. But then Marcus was like, hello, why are you not reading this yet? And obviously it is Saga Volume 10. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't read this yet. I was so excited to get it, and he's already read it even, and he's like, you need to read this so that we can talk about it. So yeah, definitely doing this one. And then the other one is Die. This is a graphic novel that Marcus actually got me for Christmas last year, I want to say. So yeah, I just haven't gotten to it, and it's about time that I do pick this one up. Okay, then the next book I'm going to read is Valiant. This is the second book in this series. The first one is Tithe, or as I like to call it, Tithy. And that's not how you say it, but I just really like saying it like that. Also, you guys can probably hear the cats going nuts because they love to have a ball and start playing with all their toys the minute I start filming. So, anyways, I'm going to read this one because I kind of want to just get through this trilogy really quickly so that I can bring them back to the bookstore. I thought the first one was okay. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't awful either. And it's really quick reading. Look at the margins in this book. The margins are huge and the writing is pretty big too. So it goes super quickly. It's less than 300 pages and it has to do with Faye. So I'm moderately engaged into it. And I do want to see kind of what happens with the characters from the first one, just because I'm curious to see where this is going to end up. Because I really liked her other series. So I'm intrigued to see what happens with these characters. I mean, the other series is better so far, but I don't know. Maybe this series will get better in the second book. So we'll see. Either way, it's an easy read. Then I'm going to continue my reading of the Temple Dark books. And so this is a publishing company in Ireland that sent me a bunch of their books. And so this is the next one on my list, and it's called Shakurt, End of Night. And I believe they are republishing this one soon, but I'm still going to read this issue and see how I feel about this one. Let's see what it is about. So it says, Greg and Lou learn that their daughter has a terminal illness. In their desperation, they make a great deal from which there is no return. When their crimes are exposed, their world is turned upside down. Henry wants nothing more than to leave his Amish community behind, even as their land is under threat, their traditions under fire, and their faith faces its greatest test. But his mother is his world. Where she goes, so too will he. Circumstances bring these two worlds together, a family banished to the edge of the galaxy, a community praying for a new life, and the reorientation of their destiny. But when fate abandons them to an uncharted, inhospitable planet, some struggle for survival while others embrace the opportunity to explore this strange new world. Relationships are tested, beliefs are tried, and emotions are pushed to the limit. Yet, Shakurt has a place for all. Definitely sounds interesting. I think the cover's pretty intriguing too. So yeah, I'm curious to see where this one takes me. And then, like I said earlier, I'm going to be reading a Once Upon a Book Club book box subscription. And so in this one, it's kind of, the box is a little bit damaged there because it like, I don't know, there's a big thing in here that kind of like made it warped, and then when it was shipped, it kind of got damaged a little bit. But I checked and everything in here is a-okay. There's nothing broken that I know of. So it looks okay. But this is the book that I will be reading. It's called What Remains, and look at this, guys. Okay, so this is a custom cover made for this book. Look at the side. Ah, look how cool that is. These painted edges look like matrix like coating down the side. It is so cool. I love it. Like, I'm so into it. It has it on top and bottom too. And then when you open up under the dust jacket, look at that. That's so cool. And then it has like a little thing on the back. So yeah, a pretty cool special edition book. And look how short this is. Like, it's less than 300 pages. This is a quick book. It says on the back, what remains inside of us is uncertain, unknown, unfamiliar, unruly. What remains inside of me now, I haven't even begun to investigate. So, yeah, I really don't know much more. I kind of don't want to know much more going into this one. Like, I kind of just want to go into it with no expectations and see what these, like, little gifts are that come with this, and yeah, just follow along with the story. I'm also really excited because one of them you open on page 4. So, like, you dive right into it with that, like, immersion. And so, yeah, I think it's going to be a fun one. And then the last book that I'm going to read is on my NetGalley TBR, and this is from, like, ages ago because I'm notorious for being so bad at getting to my NetGalley reads, and that is Luck of the Titanic. So this is kind of like a historical, well, it is a historical fiction, which is not my genre, but I do really like the Titanic. I used to watch that movie all the time. Although I would just watch, like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm old enough that I had the VHS with, like, the 2 different VHSs. So you, like, part 1 and then part 2. I would always start on part 2 because that's when, like, all the destruction and, like, action started happening. So I never really, like, watched the first half of the movie. But I was always very intrigued by the Titanic part 2. And so I think this book will be very interesting because this is following along with a character named Valora who is trying to get to New York on the Titanic. That's like their journey there so that they can join the circus. They have their brother already in New York, I believe, and they know somebody that is like a circus like ringleader, and so she wants to show them her acrobat skills. And so she tries to embark on this adventure on the Titanic to get there. Now, she has a ticket to go on the Titanic, but when she goes to the causeway, they turn her away because she's Chinese. And so she has to try and stow away on the Titanic to get there because she's not going to let that stop her. She's got acrobatic skills. She can get herself onto this boat. So she gets onto the boat, but then she realizes into the journey that there's not, like, it's not all looking forward to getting to New York because obviously the events of the Titanic happen and then everything turns to just survival. So yeah, I find that very intriguing, and I really liked that. I like all the stuff about the Titanic, so I think it's going to be an interesting read, and I'm curious to follow it from her perspective. Anyways, those are the books that I'm going to be planning to read for September. Hopefully I can get through all those because I do have those little side projects happening as well. But I feel like I was pretty easy on myself in regards to reading. Like, I have a lot of smaller books on this TBR and ones that are, I feel like, going to go very quickly. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these books and if you liked them, if you didn't like them. I'm always down to hear your opinions on them. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as links by my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.